I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I have zero preparation here, and I have no idea what I'm gonna talk about. But I wanted to click record and start going, just to prove to myself that I can get shit going with absolutely zero idea what the fuck's going on. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go and pull up the document that has all the rules and what I say for my intro, because I don't have them memorized by heart. So yeah, guys, welcome back to BCast. Actually, you know what? Holy fuck, welcome back to the BQ POV podcast. And if you notice, the the photo, the cover art is completely different now. I'll get into that in just a second, but I already fucked up this entire intro, bro. Holy fuck. All right, guys. So the rules of the podcast. I'm not telling a single person about the first 100 episodes. Rule number 2, I have to record solo, just by myself, nobody else. Dude, I always say episode instead of rule. Rule 3, each episode must be a minimum of 20 minutes long. Rule number 4, I must have a lesson or a valuable takeaway from each episode. And this one probably won't, so we might break a rule. But we'll finagle something. Rule number 5 is commitment to 5 podcasts uploaded per week on Spotify. And rule number 6 is no edits or cuts unless I have to take a fat shit. And I almost forgot, guys. I forgot to include the intro music here. So let's go ahead and restart. All right, welcome back to the BQ POV show cast pod. That's what we got going on. So those are the rules. That's the intro song. Totally forgot to do that, but dude, I'm just showcasing every single fuck up here to really just illustrate to the people who are listening to this in 2 to 3 years from now that you can fucking do it, and you can be a total embarrassment like I am right now. So that's what all these fuck ups and unnecessary, unprofessional bullshit is. Like I said, these first 100 episodes are for me, nobody else. I'm doing this for me. And let me actually explain what the fuck I wrote here. So the purpose of the podcast, episodes below 100. I think episode 100 is going to be the first one where I start promoting it. But we'll see when we get there, because we have, well, actually after this one, 89 more to go. It's crazy. So that's 89 more days. Hey Siri, what day will it be in 89 days? Hey Siri, what day will it be in 89 days? What the fuck was that, bro?
It's Saturday, the 27th of January, 2024.
Okay, well, 27th of January, 2024, and we will have 100 podcasts recorded. I don't know about uploaded. I believe I said in an earlier show that it would be March 7th or something if I only uploaded 5 per week. But I don't really know, nor do I give a fuck right now. But January 27th that's the new date. So January 27th will have 100 recorded, and we will go from there. So yeah. Also, I was listening to one of the podcasts. I'm not sure which one it was, but I noticed that my fucking throat was inside the microphone, and you could hear everything that was going on in my mouth. The swallows and the spit and shit, bro, and that's kind of cringy, and I apologize. So I don't know if all of the episodes so far have been that shitty with the mic and picking up all that, but I've got quite a ghetto setup right now, and I set it up this way so it would absorb as much sound as possible so it doesn't echo and so the other people don't hear me. And I've also even considered moving all my shit to my car and working out of my car, so that way I could be a little bit more bubbly, a little bit more myself, a little bit more loud and angelic, I guess. I don't know what the right word is. I guess just a little bit more myself. Don't got to worry about being quiet or anything. But the more I do these shows, the more I am feeling more and more confident and comfortable with somebody hearing me, because I'm gaining that confidence, and it's a pretty cool feeling. And it only took 11 episodes to reach that, which maybe I'm just feeling good right now. I don't know. I'm not sure what it is, but dude, I'm gonna write it out, and we're gonna see how we do. So, purpose of the podcast episodes below 100. So I'm doing this for myself, in order to get better at articulating my thoughts and communicating my ideas effectively and speaking to a lot of people, mainly just to gain that confidence, like I just barely said. So I'm doing this for myself, obviously, but I'm doing it for the people. I already said this in the beginning of the show. I'm doing it for the people in 2 to 5 years that are going to ask me, hey, man, I see that you're doing well in life. I see that you got this and this. How did you start? And I can point them back to this episode right here and episode 1, 2, 3, and kind of show them that this is literally how I started, and I had pretty much no experience. I had absolutely nothing going for me at the time. I just made the decision to start, and that's pretty much it. That's the vision right there. So I'm not doing it for anybody else, but I guess I'm doing it for the people in 5 years from now. So, or even 1 year from now, or even half a year. Just, I don't know. That's just why I'm doing this at the moment. So I'm allowed to fuck up and post some shit and have it not be that good, because I'm putting in the reps right now. And it feels good to just get in here, record, upload, and get something going, So January 27th, is that what it was? I'm going to have 100 recorded. So I guess if I upload every single day, then that'll be January 27th will be the 100th day. So maybe we'll plan on February 1st or something being episode 101. I don't know. Who gives a fuck, bro? Figure it out. Anyway, the goal is to be at a certain level of performance, have others aspire and ask how I did it, and then me refer them back to these first 100 episodes where I was talking to 0 people for months straight. But I kept going anyway because I was committed. And I think that's a huge takeaway for me to want to give to somebody else, is that I have been talking to 0 people for hopefully not the entirety of me recording these episodes, but in the case that is true, it only makes the story of success better, that I spent 3 months talking to not one person and nobody listened. But also I didn't promote the show, so what can I expect? But why would I record a show if nobody was listening? Well, that's where it comes into play with the commitment and keeping promises to myself. And it's all thanks to the 75 Hard boot camp and the Live Hard program. I'm on day 8 of phase 1, and I actually wanted to talk a little bit more about that. I know I've been sharing my schedule and what I got going on every day, but I'm just going to brainstorm ideas and brainstorm what I can do to get better, and kind of show you guys my thought process, and maybe there will be some value in there, but we'll see. So, and again, this is to serve as an inspiration to others and serve as a reminder to myself that because I just decided to start one day, I got to where I am right now, which is in the context of years from now, when we're, because 3 years from now when I'm listening to this, or I'm on episode 1000 or whatever it is. Only reason why I'm on that episode is because I made that decision to start on a whim, and because I was confident in my ability to execute and fulfill the vision that I've had all this time. Because I'm making all these episodes, and there's a lot of talk right here. There's a lot of ambition, and so in order for that to be something worth looking at or viewing or listening to, I got to keep this up for the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years, and then also get some shit going on the side that gives me that experience. And I have some ideas, and I'm already second guessing myself, but I'm going to push through. There's my commitment right there. October 30th, 7:32 p.m. There's my commitment right there that the things that I'm not really trying to do anymore, I'm going to push through and do it. Whether or not I make it an official thing by the end of it, I don't know about that, but I'm going to finish the thing that I set out to do, which I'm not going to talk about until I have 100 of them done. So, and not the podcast, something else. There's another thing I'm doing 100 of before I say a word, because by the time I have 100 of this thing, I'll actually have 200. So, pretty sweet. And then also, the most important part of the entire part of the show, nice, Bryson. That's awesome, dude. It's fucking great, dude. You learn English and where, bro? Great. The most important part of the podcast, for me, is to stop saying like, all that shit. And for obvious reasons. I think it sounds like shit when people say that. I think it makes them sound very I think they lose credibility when I hear somebody hop on a podcast or they read or something, and like I've said before, they're kind of like, like they're kind of like talking like this, and like when they go to speak, and like so quick, and like, fuck that, bro. I don't want to speak like that ever again anymore. And sometimes I do catch myself doing that, and I start cringing because I don't want to do that anymore. I want to speak like a fucking human being. A goddamn millennial, teenage mutant ninja turtle, social media addicted fuck. That's what I'm calling it. So make a shirt out of that. Send it to me. All right, and then I wrote some goals here. Last episode, podcast goals. So I got to get some kind of intro song, some kind of outro song, some kind of verbal intro, and some kind of verbal outro. Not sure about the verbal outro. Might just be however the show ends. And then 10 listeners by the end of episode. 10 listeners that aren't me by episode 100. So we'll see how that goes, because I'm not promoting the show in any way. So I don't know about that. Oh, we got to update this. So episode 11, I got a chart here. Episode 11 was recorded on 30th of October. Planned upload date would be November 1st. And the date uploaded, we'll see when we get there. Hell yeah, dude. Already got the goals set up. So, all right. So some more goals I'm going to add on here. Make time stamps for each episode. Actually, dude, you know what we're going to do? We're going to pause on that, and I'm going to tell you guys my dilemma here. So my dilemma right now, so I'm doing phase 1 of the Live Hard program, which requires everything the 75 Hard program entails. So I'm just going to run over it. So one workout outside. It has to be outside. Can't be in your garage. It has to be completely outdoors. You have to be able to look up and see rain touch your pupils. Right? Outside, outdoors, underneath the stars. Or the sun. Who gives a fuck? When then another workout can be outdoors if you want it to, but you can be inside. So I hit the weights. And then you have to follow some kind of diet or nutrition plan. You have to follow, or you have to drink 1 gallon of water per day, plain water, unflavored water. You have to take 1 progress photo every day. You have to read 10 pages of a nonfiction, self-development, personal growth book per day, full pages. Don't quote me, but I think Andy said 250 to 300 words per page counts as a full page, something like that. I could be wrong. Or maybe it's 150 to 300. I could be wrong. I'm not really sure. Something like that. And then no alcohol, no cheats, 0 compromise, 0 substitutions. That's the 75 Hard program. 75 days long, and then phase 1 is 30 days long, and there's 3 extra things that are incorporated. Technically 5, but the 3 are: you have to take a 5-minute cold shower, you have to do 10 minutes of dedicated visualization, which I found out is very difficult for me. Not that I lack the vision in my head, but I lack the concentration to focus on that for 10 minutes uninterrupted. And then the third thing is 3 additional tasks of the critical task system. And if you don't know what the critical task system is, it's pretty much just win the day. You put 5 critical tasks that you need to get done for the day on paper, not massive goals, not to-do list chores, not things like take the trash out, do the dishes, things that are going to move you forward towards your ultimate goals in life. And so you have to pick 3 additional tasks for the day. So again, the 3 that I chose were record a 20-minute long podcast, record, and then write 2 pages, stretch for 20 minutes, and then write 10 things that I'm grateful for, 3 of which are from the future, and then 7 of the 10 are present tense gratitudes. So those 3 additional things that I chose take some time. The recording of this podcast takes at least 30 minutes because I sit down, kind of figure out what I'm going to type, or figure out what I'm going to say. I try to type some shit up, but I didn't today for the sake of proving to myself that I could start with nothing. And I don't necessarily want to get in the habit of that. I want to have something to go off of. But that's just proof that you can, to myself. And then, what was I just saying, dude? Yeah, so I have to do the podcast. It takes about 30 minutes, 40 minutes total. Then writing 2 pages. It sometimes takes me 20 minutes, sometimes takes me 45. It depends on if I'm in the flow or not. So already we're at an hour and a half. And you count transition times, you count me getting some water, maybe eating in between, whatever the fuck it is. So an hour and a half already, and then we got to do the gratefuls, which so with the 10 things I'm grateful for, it's not just grateful for a pillow, grateful for my bed, grateful for the weather, grateful for the light bulb. It's nothing like that. It's I'm grateful for this because this, I learned this from this, and this is awesome because this. I appreciate this so much because this. I love this so much because this. And that's one thing. So it's 10 things in detail. And it's made me put a lot more thought into what I'm writing and made me choose more carefully what I'm actually grateful for. And it's actually a really great system. So I think I'm actually going to continue doing that for as long as I live. Maybe not 10 every single day, but I'm definitely going to make a habit of doing minimum 3, no less, because it really makes me focus on the good. I've been such a positive person lately. It's been awesome, dude. It's such a hack when you start focusing on the good. So, and that, well, I don't know if I did it all in one go, maybe 20 minutes or so. So we're at 2 hours right there. And that's if I did everything back to back to back perfectly, flawlessly, no breaks, and I just executed perfectly. And that doesn't happen, so yeah. And then we got 20 minutes of stretching. And that's fine and dandy. But again, here's that transition period, maybe 10 minutes. Don't want to hop straight in. And this is all discipline, if I could just hop in straight in back to back, it would save a little bit more time. But that's what I got going on. So it's 3 hours. So I've already talked about this in another show, but I get home from work at I've been timing myself. I get home at work around 2:55. I start my outdoor workout by 3:15. So by the time that's all done, I am home after the ice bath and shower and stuff. It's about 4:30. And so I have from 4:30 until 7:30 to get everything done. And it's just very difficult to do that. And so what I'm going to talk about in this episode, as I'm like 20 minutes in already, got to cut down on that intro time, good Lord, is that I have all this shit going, and I have already tried to cut down on the time that I need to get shit done by trying to maneuver and but move things around in my schedule. So I've actually been taking my physical book to work, and I've been reading on breaks and during lunch to get the 10 pages in. And I find myself actually wanting to read more when I have my book there instead of being on my phone or doing something on my phone. However, maybe I should start typing some pages and writing my gratefuls there. Matter of fact, I have been doing my gratefuls there, here and there. I'll actually pull up my phone kind of wherever I'm at and type at least one in. So by the end of the night, I don't have to do 10 and try to force them out. I can get to the end of the night and I have maybe 4 left, and it's a little bit more it's a little bit more palatable. So what I'm trying to get at here is I've got a lot of shit going on for me personally with the time that I have, with what I am choosing to prioritize in life, and I'm not doing well. And I say that because I'm not getting to bed at the time that I want to go to bed. I need to be asleep 12 minutes ago. But I still have to record this, write 2 pages, do some visualization for 10 minutes, and then... No, that's it, actually. Oh, so I'm actually not that far behind. That's pretty sweet. So, hold on. Let's double check. Check Habitify real quick. Follow diet. That's done. Drink a gallon of water. So you guys are hearing the tings? Yeah. Write 2 pages, 10 minutes, take a vision. Yeah, did that. Already made my bed. Track nutrition intake. Boom, man. Just got so much shit fucking done. I haven't checked it off. So I've done 16 things I need to get done for the day today already. The following things that I have to do today are take a photo, record this podcast, 10 things I'm grateful for, write 2 pages, 10 minutes visualization, and then a few other ones. The ones that don't pertain to shit here. Just personal. But anyway, I got so much shit going on. I'm not managing my time that well. So here's the thing. So there's been a lot of growth for sure. I used to not manage my time for shit. I used to think going to work, coming home, hitting the gym, I didn't have time for the gym. But now, okay, let me say that again. I used to go to work, come home, and I would reason that I got home at 5, so I can't hit the gym until 8 because it's busy. But I don't want to go to the gym at 8 because I'm too tired. And if I get home and it's 10, that means I'm only going to have so much time for sleep. Bitch shit, right? Pussy shit. Some weak mentality, just pussy shit. Now, this is growth for me, right? I'm talking about me. Now, I wake up at 2:30 in the morning. I get ready for work. I go and hit the gym at 3:30. I finish up 4:30, whatever. I go to work for 9 hours. I come home. I don't even do anything else except put my weighted vest on and go for a walk, or I leave the vest home and run. Then I come home, take an ice bath. And then after that, I read. And then after that, I do this podcast. And then I write 700 words for something I'm working on. And then I write 10 things that I'm grateful for. And then I read 10 pages. And then during all this, I got to eat almost 3,500 calories, 225 grams of protein. Got to get a gallon of water in during all that. Somewhere in there, I have to find time to socialize with people and say hi to family and text people and shit. And I am now saying I got to manage my time better. So that's me leveling the fuck up. And that's such a great feeling, because I used to be going to work and then trying to fit the gym in, because I just lacked prioritization of the very few things that I was even doing. And I also lacked confidence and discipline to do shit. So I have made quite a lot of progress in the last. Hey Siri, how many days ago was July 29th?
It was 93 days ago.
93 days ago, it changed my life, dude. That's it. That's it. Oh, Siri's still talking to me. 93 days ago, I was living that life that I just described. 93 days ago. Now, I am where I just said I was at. So, that's the growth in me. That's the progress that I've made in the last 93 days. And it's really cool to actually say that out loud. So there goes to show that you should go listen to episode 1 and just start. Whatever the fuck you want to do, you can just start now. You don't have to have everything figured out. And like I was mentioning in the beginning of the show, so for the sake of changing the name, due to last episode, the BQ POV Daily or show or podcast, whatever, I wanted to further prove to myself that I didn't need to spend all this time and energy trying to make the perfect logo and the perfect color combination. And so I didn't do that. I literally went like this, and I'm going to do it live. I'm going to go like this. Free logo maker. And then I see, scroll down, fuck all these ads. Adobe, free logo maker, design custom logos. So I pulled this up. This is what I did at work today because I was dead. I go to create now. I wait 20 minutes to load. Okay, here we go. BQ.POV business is called. Oh shit, I fucked up. But you get the point. I literally went on there, Googled some shit, put it on there, and I screenshotted 2 logos, and I'm just going to roll with one. That's it. And that's just to prove to myself and to prove to anyone listening in a few years or even a couple months down the road that you don't have to have shit figured out. It doesn't matter what the fuck you call your shit. It doesn't matter what color it is. You just need to start and get that ball rolling, because no matter what, guys, when I reach episode 100, I'm revamping everything. Everything's about to be looking sexy as fuck if it's not already. But the purpose, again, the first 100 is just to get me going, get the momentum rolling, get me familiar with all this shit, and then I'm not going to keep repeating that shit. We'll do it once per episode. But that's the reason why I'm doing the show. So, anyway, I got to focus on my time management skills right now. So I was trying to brainstorm of ways that I could switch up my routine and fit shit in. So I think what I'll do is wake up maybe a little bit earlier and then stretch in the morning. And this sounds like ass, getting up at 2:20 a.m. to stretch for 20 minutes to then take a cold shower. It just sounds like ass, man. But that's the name of the game, right? Discipline and doing uncomfortable shit, right? And that's where growth comes from. And as long as I'm doing that shit that I don't want to do, I think that's a powerful mental edge, I guess. Just gaining that mental edge, that feeling that you're doing shit that nobody else could even bear to do. You know, I wake up at 2:30 a.m. for starts. Nobody else is waking up that early. And I take pride in that, dude. I actually don't want to wake up any later because I know that people start waking up later. 3:30, it's a little bit less common. And then 4:30, a lot of people do. 5:30 is, it's typical. and 6 and so on. I don't want to associate with that type of group because I'm a 230er now and I identify as that, and I want to keep that going because it makes me feel good. It makes me feel empowered. It makes me feel like I'm, regardless if this is true or not, it makes me feel better than my competition. It makes me feel like I'm doing more. I have more discipline. And whether or not that's true or not, it's how it makes me feel. And having that mental edge is so fucking powerful, and I don't want to get rid of that. So the discipline that is required to wake up at 2:30 a.m. is what I am going to continue doing because how it makes me feel. Because it's a powerful feeling. And I try not to get my emotions about the shit. But if it makes me feel a certain way that's going to lead to better progress and discipline and execution and whatever the fuck I'm doing in life, bro, that's a valuable thing. And I want to keep that as long as I can. So that's what the fuck that is. So the 2:30 a.m. thing, nobody else is doing that already. And then the fact that I'm going to wake up and stretch, nobody else is doing that. So I guess that's the name of the game, right? That's growth. It's doing the uncomfortable shit. That's putting yourself in position to be prepared for the opportunity that will come my way. What's that saying? Luck is when opportunity meets preparation, dude. So I guess that's what I'm going for. So going back to the schedule, I think what I'll have to do is wake up a little bit earlier. Dude, even saying this out loud, I don't want to do it, dude. I want my sleep. Wake up just a little bit earlier, 10 minutes, just 10 minutes, right? Get out of bed. Whether or not I stretch directly as I get up, or if I go take a shower water, just those 10 extra minutes, stretch for 20 of them, so I'm still losing 10 minutes in the morning. But then I get that done before my workout. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. So I can wake up at 2:30. So if I wake up at 2:30 and get directly out of bed instead of snoozing for 15 minutes, I can fit something. I can fit 20 minutes of something in the morning that I could get done that would free up time later in the evening. I don't want to do the podcast in the morning. I want to be awake and have a fully functioning brain. I want to be able to deliver value because I feel like I'm hitting on some hard points right now. I didn't even have a plan today, and it feels really good. So let that be proof to you that you don't need a plan. You sit down. You just start fucking talking, dude. Who cares how long we've been going? I'm 27 minutes in, and I'm just now reaching the good stuff. Maybe that's what it takes, dude. Maybe you just got to sit down, start doing some shit, and then 27 minutes in, that's when you start striking some personal gold. And I almost just kicked this candle off my shelf and burnt my whole laptop. It's awesome, dude. So I think, and dude, here's the thing. So doing the dedicated visualization it's impossible when you're tired because it's so easy to fall asleep and drift off and dream about shit. I'm going to have to do that literally the second that I push stop on this show. Because right now I'm awake, feeling good, and I want to keep that going so I can get that done. Because after that, I just got to type some pages and then, fuck, dude. See, I want to go to bed, bro. I got to get my shit more dialed in. That's the other thing I was thinking of, was taking my laptop, the mic, and everything with me to work. And then during either lunch, I can work on something, or just force myself to get the podcast, the typing, and the Gratefuls done before I even am allowed to leave my car. So if that means I get home and I sit in my car for 2 hours while I bust this shit out, then that's what that means. But at least it'll be done, and it'll free up some time later in my evening. So let's play that out. So if I got home at 3 and I didn't exit my car till 5, or I just didn't get the shit done till 5, maybe I went inside and got some food, And the purpose of me doing it in my car is to really mitigate all distractions, or as much distractions as possible, and to place myself in a new environment, because doing everything in your bedroom instead of going out into the kitchen or whatever, and because there's a lot of distractions elsewhere in my house currently, and I want to be able to focus and be in a quiet place, and my car would be perfect for that. Because right now it's just my bedroom. And, they say you shouldn't work where you sleep, shouldn't eat where you sleep, And I definitely do that. It's really, the moment I lay on my bed for any reason, I'm gone. And I try to not read on my bed or work on my bed because bed's for sleeping, right? So if I did that, if I got home at 3, finished all my shit no later than 5, the reading, the podcast, the writing, if I'm already done with reading, so if I did the 3 writing, the 2 writing, the podcast and then I did the visualization to top it off before I got out of the car, I would have, we'll just say it's 5:30 or 6 o'clock. All my more difficult things would be done, and I would just have to do an outdoor workout. So at 6, it'd be 6:45, come home and do an ice. See, can't do that because you shouldn't take an ice bath so close to bed because it can disrupt sleep due to the increased body temperature that the ice bath provides. So this is me working through this dilemma, and I'm going to make a plan, and I'm going to execute it on it tomorrow so I can come back and share my experience with the plan that I made in real time with you, all 0 of you. So we're going to write a plan out right now. So plan, let's put this in my notes for my phone here. New note, where the fuck's the button for, there it is. New plan for phase 1 bullshits. That's what we called it. So we're going to have to wake up at 2:30 a.m. Get the fuck out of bed. And then by 2:40, we're going to be in the shower. 2:50, back in my bedroom. What else we got to do in the morning? We're going to say 3:25. Be walking out the door for work. It's a 25-minute drive. 3:50, we are going to be in the gym. 45 minutes from there puts us at 4:35. So 4:35. We're just going to go 4:40. 4:40, finish lift. See, that gives me 20 minutes to go from, what can I do in that time frame to put me further ahead in my day? I don't want to do visualization. I want to be present and focused. I don't want to be trying to worry about the time of getting to work. So what we'll do is we'll do my gratefuls. That's what we'll do. We'll work on gratefuls. So, that's not realistic because you have the time to drive from the gym to work, which is about 5 minutes. You got to walk another 3. You have to walk out of the gym. That's another 1. So I'm only going to have realistically like 8 minutes. Hate that I said like. That's some bullshit, bro. I'm better than saying that bullshit ass word. So I got 8 minutes. Who the fuck's texting me this hour, dude? So maybe what we'll do, since it seems like we can't get shit in the morning, and I don't want to sacrifice more sleep, I'll be honest with you guys. Maybe we'll get the fuck out of bed at 2:40, shower by 2:50, back in my bedroom by 3, walking out the door for work by 3:35, in the gym by 4, finish lift by 4:50. See, that puts me right on the time to get into work. So maybe what we'll do here is we will give myself 10 minutes of sleep here, and then we'll use it on the back end. So now I'm going to go to bed at 7:40 p.m. So go to work, 5 to 2. Okay, so we're going to get home at 3. Get home at 3. And we're going to say 3. I need to eat, actually. So 3 o'clock, get home. 3:30, finish eating meal. 3:40, 3:45, begin. Dude, what are we doing here, man? I might actually cut this. I'm not sure if this is going to be beneficial for anybody to hear me speak about my day and go back and forth and shit, but maybe it will hear my thought process. Okay, so we're going to get home. And we'll see if I bring more food for work. No, because I got to... So we're going to get home at 3. We're going to... Okay, well, I said I was going to make this happen, so this is the show. We're not leaving the show until I make a plan and execute on it, and then I come back tomorrow to share it. So, committing right now. So, 3 o'clock, I'm going to get home. I need to do my outdoor workout as soon as I get home, dude. It's getting dark as shit. Get home. Okay, that's what we're going to do. 30, finish eating. 3:40, begin outdoor workout. We'll go 50 minutes from there, which will put us at 4:30. Finish outdoor workout. Okay. And by 4:45, by 4:40, be in ice bath. And my ice baths are 4 minutes 30 seconds at the moment. So we're gonna put 7 minutes. Then we'll just combine the ice bath with getting in the shower and drying off to be 20 minutes long. 5 minutes in the shower, 2 minutes walking there, dry off, whatever the hell, get in the shower, 5 minutes, dry off, 2 minutes, 3 hours, get dressed. So we'll say 20 minutes. So 5 o'clock, done with ice bath and shower and dressed. So it's 5 o'clock and we still got to do everything. So 5 o'clock and dress. So that means I'm going to read at work. So I'm going to put that here. Read at work and do at least 5 gratefuls. That's what we got to do. We just got to commit to what we're going to do when we're going to do it. So I'm just committed to 5 gratefuls at work and read 10 pages. So I'll do that on lunch and my breaks. So that's done. So now what we got to do is record the podcast, write, and stretch. So done with ice bath and shower and dress. Maybe we'll stretch before bed. I'm not sure the benefits of that, but I'm sure it'll be a little bit relaxing. 5 minutes done with ice bath and dress. 5 o'clock dressed. So then we're gonna go 5:20, finish. I'll go 5:30, finish eating meal. So give us 30 minutes to eat something, get something in our stomach, finish our water, all that shit, take 10 piss breaks, and then we're going to go to, it's 5:30, so we have 2 hours, 10 minutes, so we're going to go finish meals, we're going to go 5:40, start podcast. Alright guys, so tomorrow when I start recording this, if it's 5:40 or later, it means I didn't execute on the plan as best as I could have, or it didn't work out. Or if I started recording earlier, then you know that I kicked ass for the day. So start the podcast at 5:40, say 6:20 or earlier. Finish podcast. Okay. Wish I could spell, dude. So 6:20 or earlier, finish podcast. And then from there, 6:30, begin writing 2 pages. And by 7, I want to finish those 2 pages. All right. And then directly after I'm done writing, I'm going to start 7:05, 10 minutes, let's see, 10 minutes of visualization. Can't spell for shit, it's all good. Who cares, bro? 10 minutes of visualization, so 7:15, finish that. Finish visualization. So we got 25 minutes. So from there, we're going to stretch for 20. 7:50. So finish visualization and start stretching. So, actually, we're going to give us 5 minutes because not everything's going to be perfect. So 7:20, start stretching. 7:40, done stretching. And then we're going to say by 8 o'clock, all my miscellaneous tasks, such as brush teeth, floss, get my clothes laid out, all that stuff is done. All misc tasks done. Including gratefuls. So we're going to finish our gratefuls as well at the end of the day. So, did we get everything that we needed to get in there done for the day? Let's check. Is this beneficial to you guys? Let me know if this is helpful whenever you're listening to this. I'm literally just writing my plan on how I'm going to manage my time for the day. I also know a lot of what I said and mentioned, I totally ended up not doing it at all. So So I got the cold shower and I got the workout, got the 10 pages. So, yeah, cold plunge, follow diet, 1 gallon of water. Help cheat meal, 20 minutes stretching, brush teeth. Okay, so it's in there. Record one podcast, take a photo. Okay, so we set it all up. So, guys, so we got a plan going. I'm going to execute on this plan tomorrow, and we're going to see how it goes. So the idea here is I just made this plan up in the last, however long this was, 20 minutes, and I'm going to execute on the plan. I didn't polish the plan off. I didn't fine-tune everything. I didn't capitalize every letter. I just wrote 2:40, get the fuck out of bed. 2:50, in the shower. 3 o'clock, back in bedroom. 3:35, walking on the front door. 4, in the gym. 4:50, finish lift. 5 to 2:30, work. And during that time frame, read 10 pages and do at least 5 gratefuls. I actually don't want to do them all in one sitting now that I think about it. It's good to space them out and get that positivity throughout the day. 3 o'clock, get home. 3:30, finish eating. 3:40, being outdoor, working out. 4:30, finish that workout. 4:40, be in the ice bath. By 5 o'clock, done with the ice bath and shower and dressed. By 5:30, finish eating meals. 5:40, start the podcast. 6:20 or earlier, finish the podcast. 6:30, begin writing 2 pages. 7 o'clock, finish 2 pages. It gives me 30 minutes to do so. 7:05, 10 minutes of visual. So it's visualization, but I typed 10 minutes if visualization. So 7:15, finish that. 7:20, start stretching for 20 minutes. 7:40, I'm done stretching. And then everything by 8 o'clock, all my miscellaneous tasks done, including my gratefuls, set my clothes out, brush my teeth, all that shit. So 8 o'clock is the goal to be in bed tomorrow. And I need to make that 7:40 so that I get my 7 hours of sleep. That's the goal. That's what I desire. That's what I want. So right now we're getting 6 hours and 40 minutes of sleep, which isn't bad. So that was kind of a little breakdown of me trying to plug and play my day because I got a lot of shit going on. It doesn't sound like much, I guess, but it's just some time-consuming activities. I'm sitting here on the podcast 42 minutes in. I could have stretched in 10 minutes of visualization and maybe read in the time frame that it took me to do this podcast. So this is definitely taking up some time frame. It's definitely taking up some of my time. It's a big time commitment for me at the moment. So yeah, I don't know if this is valuable to break down how I do things here. But again, I don't know if this is a good plan or not because I haven't tried it out. So we're going to commit to this plan tomorrow. I'm going to get the fuck out of bed by 2:40. I'm going to change my alarms. And I'm going to execute on this plan. I'm going to pack all my stuff in my backpack tonight. I'm going to get my clothes ready, get my pre-workout in there. I'm going to get my laptop loaded in there. I'm going to put the microphone. No, I'm not doing the microphone. That's not even part of the plan, bro. Just realized that. Okay, well, not packing that. How can I... All right, well, anyway, that's what I'm going to do. I'm committing to this plan. We'll see if it's a good plan based on the results of the execution tomorrow. So it's kind of like my hypothesis, right? This is what I think is going to happen, and we'll see if it does or it doesn't happen. So, yeah, guys, like I said, 27 times already. If this is valuable to hear me kind of go in depth on how I'm going to fit all this shit into my day, when I'm going to do it, and everything like that, then I guess just shoot me a message, let me know what's helpful, or leave a review or something like that. And real quick, I'm going to touch on something, and then I'm going to shut the fuck up and go to bed. Just kidding, I got a lot more shit to do, but I'm sure somebody's going to say, where's the time for family? Where's the time for friends? Where are you going to go and meet people? Where's your social life? Non-existent, bro. I don't have one right now, and I understand that for where I want to go in life and the direction that I'm headed, balance really isn't an option at the moment. And I also see balance a little bit differently. I think people see balance on a day-to-day or week-to-week. I see balance as decades, right? So if I spend the next 30 years working my fucking balls off, sure, I'm going to miss a lot of great, important, key, critical moments in life with family, friends, and loved ones. But I'm only going to be 56 years old in 30 years. I got 50 years after that to celebrate and to live and to do all this fun shit with the wisdom and wealth and health and everything that I've developed over those 30 years, right? And then it's just all, if I want to look at it that way, then I got 50 years of play, dude. So 30 years right now of just working, and then 50 years of play later. Well, Bryson, you're saying that you're going to be 160. Yeah, bro, I'm going to be 136, bro. I don't give a fuck. That's the goal. That's the mindset, right? I'm not going to die when I'm 70. That's the average life expectancy. Look at the average motherfucker here in America, dude. No wonder why the average age expectancy is so young, dude. 70, 72 or something like that. What is it? 3 in 4 Americans are supposed to be obese by 2030, dude. Yeah, no shit. No shit the life expectancy is so little, bro. All right, that's the show. So, you got value from this thing, go ahead and share it. If you like me breaking down this, how I do things, or whatever you want to call it, then go ahead and leave me a review or something. I'm kind of in the zone right now, so I apologize. Don't have a proper guys, proper outro. Watch this. Ready, guys? Oh, it's going to be sick, so I'm going to do it for real now. Ready? All right, thank you guys so much for listening. Don't really have an outro. We'll figure it out as we go. And we'll see you tomorrow. Also, peep the new logo that I picked on the spot just to prove to myself and to others that you don't need to have the perfect logo and the perfect name. You just got to pick something, put it on there, and you can change it as you go. You can figure it out. I started with BCast, dude. What the fuck is that? Now it's the BQ POV Daily show that nobody listens to because nobody knows about it. So yeah. That will. I gotta fade it in. I gotta fade it in. I gotta fade it in. Hold on. All right, that concludes the show, and we will resume tomorrow.